Well, if there ain't gonna be any rules, let's get the fight started. Someone count 1, 2, 3, go.
To us, Paul Newman was Butch Cassidy, Cool Hand Luke, and countless other legendary characters. But to Clea Newman, he was just dead.
It seemed like almost in every picture, and even in roles, there was this twinkle in his eye. You know, they talk about eyes being the windows to the soul.
Well, he was a little naughty. He was a big kid. He really was. And my mom kept him on his toes. That was their secret sauce.
Clea's mom, another Oscar-winning icon, Joanne Woodward, who was married to Paul for 50 years, starring in 16 films together.
There's something nice, I think, about being able to fight with your husband and get paid for it.
They never took a bad picture.
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, what was
I don't know. It's exhausting. No. I remember having pictures of me with my parents and going like, oh my God, I look horrible. They look perfect, of course.
But aside from the big screen, Paul Newman was also known for his big heart, all starting with that famous salad dressing which he started selling in 1982.
You're giving all the money away, right?
Mine goes all to charity.
And it was really, in a sense, I think the first time where we realized somebody could use their fame to do good. What was it about him that drove him to do this?
I think it was really just part of who he was. He would say, you know, if you're lucky enough to live a good life, just part of being a good person is giving back.
One of Newman's most passionate causes, helping sick kids, leading him to open the Hole in the Wall gang camp back in 1988.
He thought, I want to create a camp for children living with serious illness so they could, as he said, kick back and raise a little hell and get back to being kids.
Since then, that vision blossoming into the SeriousFun Children's Network, now operating 30 camps across the globe, including the Double H Ranch here in upstate New York. Clea, following in her dad's footsteps as a SeriousFun ambassador.
I remember my dad explaining to me the reciprocity, giving these campers and their families this amazing experience. I was giving 100% and I was getting back 1,000. Being at camp was really like his happy place.
It's a happy place for campers like 13-year-old Avery Lyons and her mom, Erica. Avery is a cancer survivor, diagnosed with leukemia when she was just a baby.
Your camper buddies, do you guys each support each other?
100%. We always are open to talking about our diseases, but the main part about it is you don't really worry or think about that stuff because you feel secure in your environment.
How does that make you feel, Eric?
Incredibly proud, relieved. I don't have to worry about, did they take their medicine? Are they getting enough rest? Because the staff here are already trained to do that. It's a whole nother weight lifted off of my shoulders.
Samantha Stackpole first came here when she was 10 after being diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called systemic scleroderma. Now, 21, she's come full circle, joining the staff as a counselor.
When you first got here, how did it change you?
There's a Paul Newman quote that perfectly describes it. It's that there's no such thing as sick children. There are children who happen to be sick. We were just treated like normal kids here.
What's the best part of doing this, being back as a counselor?
Getting to see the families and the parents see their kids like do all of these things. Like they're so thankful for everything we do.
SeriousFun hosting more than 2 million kids and their families free of charge.
It would almost seem to me, if all things being equal, he's probably prouder of this than the Hollywood legacy.
He always wanted his true legacy to be the camps. This was in his heart.
And it really showed. And it lives on today. In fact, Paul Newman would have been 100 years old this year.
Which would have been on Smucker's job.
Exactly. And the camps today, well, they're serving more kids with more than 100 type of illnesses. They've expanded to like New Zealand and parts of Australia, and they're set to open up some camps, another camp here in the U.S. next year.
Kids should just be able to be kids and not feel the weight of their illness or what they're dealing with. They want to have fun.
And that's what this has done.
You know you have lived a full and rich life when 17 years after your death, people are still reaping the benefits of your generosity.
Absolutely.
Well done.
I think so.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.